Right, man. I always wanted a cowboy.
Me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's February 28th, 2015. We are on the road to Wrestlemania. I'm your host, Flyin Ryan, alongside my tag team partner, Mike the Hammer. What's up, Mike?
I'm already looking forward to next year's leap year show.
Welcome to the Wrestlinks Review. We've got two very special guests with us tonight, including Little Dynamite.
Hello.
And the smelly one known as Stink.
What's up? Good to be here.
What's up, guys? We're going to have a little round table tonight. We're going to discuss the results of Fastlane,
Okay.
the road to WrestleMania, the Hall of Famers, and more.
I may need to take a break at some point. I'm expecting a call from my lawyers because I'm looking at that contract we signed a few shows ago, seeing if I can get out of it in any way.
The contract is still legit. We're back on the air, folks, for another brand new show.
What do you think about Fastlane?
Fastlane was lame-o.
It's the worst pay-per-view of the year so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Terrible.
that's
Why
not
don't
saying
they
much.
just keep it to Elimination Chamber? Yeah, have that big match.
No, we don't want the Elimination Chamber back. It makes sense. We talked about it last fall, that it didn't make sense to call pay-per-views after a particular match like Elimination Chamber.
You can still call it Fastlane, but at least keep the match.
Yeah, but I don't know if there was a need for the match this year at this point.
Well, let's get into a couple of the matches. We did have Bad News Barrett versus
Dean.
the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose.
For the Intercontinental title.
Worst finish of all time.
Yeah, what
Dean
was...
Ambrose stole the title.
Terrible.
Yeah, that was a very questionable DQ.
Does anyone care about these guys going at it?
I want to see what Ambrose is gonna do, and I don't dislike Barrett, but I don't know. I think it's fine for the Intercontinental title for now.
Good
Yeah.
little IC matchup.
It's good. Just keep it.
Keep it like it is, huh?
I think it's the
Yeah.
next step for Ambrose, right? He was a
Yeah.
United States champion this time last year.
Yeah.
We had an interesting performance from Bray Wyatt.
He's
Yeah.
calling the Undertaker.
Made an appearance as the Taker in the casket. Will it be a casket match?
At Mania,
Yes.
I don't know, because I don't know if we're gonna see the Taker before then, so I don't know if they'll have a time to set that up. I mean, they're gonna have a match, right? I mean, there's no doubt they're gonna have a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
What about a buried alive match?
It's a one-shot deal, right? He's not gonna come back for a follow-up at a different pay-per-view.
I don't know.
I don't think
Probably
he will.
not.
Not likely.
Man, I don't know.
Bray Wyatt should put an end to the Undertaker by burying him.
Oh, I don't.
A casket burial match.
You think so? How about
Boom.
well, do you think how many WrestleManias do you think he has left?
0.
Undertaker? You don't think he's going to appear at this one?
I think this is it. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year in Texas?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take
So-
about one more.
So you don't think he's going to be here for WrestleMania when it hits Minneapolis?
WrestleMania is coming to Minneapolis for WrestleMania 33.
I would like to see him.
Yeah.
I would too. A lot of, I mean, we broke that weeks ago, right? We saw the story. We read the story about the guy, the Vikings hired to run the stadium, a former WWE, and broke that. And now just last week it started coming out in other sources.
That's right. Mike the Hammer had foreknowledge and insight to predict that we will get the grandest of them all.
And we may not get Taker, but that would be kind of cool to see.
But that also means we would have the Raw the night after.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome.
Ooh, that would be sweet.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start a
Yeah, that
savings
would be
account for
sweet.
tickets.
Yeah. It's going to cost like $4,000 a seat.
Don't they do like a whole week's worth of stuff leading up to it?
And we got bank accounts.
Who are you, Ted? Are you Ted DiBiase?
Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
Where's Virgil?
Everybody's got a price
You can get
for the
Virgil on
$1,000,000
Supercard.
man.
Yeah. You can get Virgil on Supercard.
You're jumping the gun. We can't get to Supercard yet.
We're all over the place here. Let's go back to Fast Lane.
Yeah,
Okay.
we still have
Okay.
other matches to talk about.
Yeah.
What about the show opener, the 6-man tag with Team Authority versus the I don't know what's left of Team Cena?
I hate 6-man tag matches.
Do you?
Yes.
I like some of the ones the Shield had. I think there can be some decent spots in them.
What I find funny is that Rollins was the star at SummerSlam. Huge match, the main event. And then he was moved back down to the intro
Yeah. Yeah,
on
he's
the next pay-per-view.
he's bouncing around. It felt like one of those matches where it's like, hey, we got a bunch of guys, we got to get a spot. Let's just all throw them in here together.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
But I love anything with J&J Security. And the ending, the return of the RKO.
That's right.
That was
Yeah.
exciting.
I hear voices in my head.
Yeah.
They talk to me. They talk to me.
Are you excited for a face run for Orton?
No.
No?
I like him as a heel.
Although didn't the next night?
He's still questionable, though.
Yeah, he joined back up with the Authority, right?
Yep. Still questionable on what's going to happen there.
So you think they're saving the full turn till WrestleMania?
The Viper.
I just can't wait till he RKO's Triple H
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
and maybe Stephanie.
That would be awesome.
I'm so sick of listening to Stephanie.
Shut up.
No, that's Lana.
That's a lot. You
Okay.
wait till Rusev Cena.
Yeah, and then you can do when we get to Rusev Cena, you can do your Lana impersonation.
Let's talk a little bit about the Divas.
All right, the next
Talk
match.
about Nikki Bella, the current Divas champion.
Why isn't there a Divas United States champion and a Divas IC champion?
Well, there is a campaign right now that says, what's it called? Support the Divas or something? Give Divas a chance.
Give Divas a chance, yeah.
Yeah, it's even lamer than I thought it was.
Bella versus Paige.
Stink, are you going to give the Divas a chance?
We've talked about this before. You know what kind of divas I want to see in a wrestling ring. And this ain't it.
You want to see him in the Vicky Guerrero pool of pudding?
No Vicky Guerreros, please. More Trish Stratuses.
So Nikki still has the title.
Yes.
All right. And there will be some sort of match at Mania.
Moving on.
Let's get to a title that I care about, the tag titles. We have
Tag Team Championship.
new champs
Yes.
after Fastlane.
Yes, and I would like to clarify. You said I could take to the bank that these guys were called the Masters of the WWE Universe.
Yeah.
I've not yet heard it.
Or
uttered.
My source was Wikipedia. Yeah,
Wikipedia.
I haven't seen it anywhere else either. So,
It's fake. It's fake.
well, I've also heard them referred to as the Brass Ring Club because of Vince's comment on the podcast, and then they had the shirts at some house shows that said the Brass Ring Club. So
That name sucks.
I'm gonna Google it again here and let's see what we come up with. But I think you're probably right. I don't
But
think
yeah,
that's the name.
new champs. What do they got? Fact. That's their new thing now. Fact. Give
What?
me a fact.
Polar bears are black. What was
Fact.
that?
I don't know. Here, Ringside News says that they're calling themselves the Masters of the WWE Universe.
What?
And Wrestling Inc. These are all from the last week of December. Wrestling
Just stick
Inc.
with
has
one name.
I don't know. So a few places, but maybe I don't know. I've never heard it on a broadcast yet. Unfortunately.
Well, yeah. I hope they do come to a consensus and use that name, but if not, oh well.
What do you think,
Fact.
though? Where are we looking this year for the tag team division? We've got Cesaro and Kid, obviously, as the champs. The Usos are still around. Looks like Golden Stardust are not.
Goldie and Stardust are going to go face to face once again. How'd you guys feel about that match? Pretty boring, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was boring.
Well, I think I was particularly excited by Stardust's new costume because he doesn't have a shirt anymore.
You like to see Stardust with no shirt, okay?
Big change.
Yeah, I like
Got new gloves.
That's gonna push him.
Pants didn't change.
Yeah. Okay, so they're out of the tag team picture, but who else do we have? Did
Got the New Day.
New
The New
Day.
Day, yeah,
Haven't
they're
seen
still
them
there.
in a couple weeks. I don't think they're going to Mania.
what was the other one? Gosh, what's the guy's name? He was out there against the Ascension, and his old partner came out and saved him. And
The New Age Outlaws.
not the New Age Outlaws. It was a guy who hasn't been around for a
Oh,
while.
the primetime players.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with them at
Millions
all.
of dollars. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
Who is that? I forget the guy's name. I can't think of his name. It was Slater Gator. It was one half of Slater Gator, and then I forget the other guy's name.
It's gonna
Hornswoggle?
Titus O'Neil?
Tyson O'Neil.
No.
Titus!
Titus O'Neil. And
Tyson O'Neil.
who's the other guy?
I
It's
can't.
Tyson
I don't know.
Kid.
The gay one.
Is he really? Let me look it up here. I forget what
Cactus Jack. Yeah, I'm just making that up.
primetime players.
He
is what they're
looks
called?
like a colored John Cena.
Let me see here what we got.
What?
Primetime players. It says it's Titus and
Darren
Young.
Young.
who I'm not familiar with at all. But
Nope.
are they a tag team now going forward?
They were formerly a tag team. Looks like they are reunited now.
And then is there anybody else out there?
In the tag team world?
Miz and Mizdow don't seem to be tagging much anymore.
We still got the last Matadors. We haven't
Well,
seen them in a while.
Good point, the Matadors. I'm a little disappointed that Adam Rose is no longer with Cesaro and Kid. They swapped him for Natalia. I thought he would have made an excellent manager with that red fake fur coat. All right. Enough on the tag teams. What about a non-match but a big event? Sting Triple H at Fastlane.
The Sting and Triple H face-off at Fastlane was a dud.
Really? You didn't like the sledgehammer and the baseball bat?
No.
And the gazing at the WrestleMania sign?
That was awfully strange how he just kept pointing the bat to the sign. We get it.
I mean, I'm not terribly familiar with Sting and this persona. Does he talk ever?
Yes, he
does.
actually says, "Woo!"
So he does the Sting woo, not the Ric
Yeah,
Flair woo?
it's a different kind of woo. But he says, "It's showtime, baby," or something along those lines about it being showtime.
Okay. So do you think he'll be cutting any promos before WrestleMania?
Sounds like they want to keep him quiet for some reason.
Okay. You looking forward to that match at Mania?
No,
Ooh,
I don't think Sting looks tough.
Do you think that?
I think Triple H looks like a giant monster next to him.
Yeah. Where do you think
Just
that falls?
crush.
Is that the pre-main event? Does that fall towards the end of the card, or is it early in the card? Do you think? At Mania.
At WrestleMania, I would say later at the card,
Yeah.
just because of the entrances. Triple H usually has a huge entrance.
Triple H did open the show last year, though.
He did. No, he did not.
He didn't. I thought it
Hulk
was-
Hogan, Stone
Oh.
Cold, and The Rock.
That's true. First match though was him and Bryan. All right, so sounds like there's not tons of excitement about that. What about then? We have two matches left. Cena Rusev.
Yes, it was awesome to see Cena just get clobbered
And pass out.
and pass out. Yes.
So
Low
Cena-
blow or no low blow.
He's out. He lost. Rusev is still your United States champion, and could be for some time.
I want to see him continue to win.
The thing that I don't know how they would do is if I would assume at some point Cena's probably going to beat Rusev, but if he does and he wins the belt, how would they ever take the belt away from Cena?
I know, he just doesn't. He's just not the right kind of guy for that title.
Well, yeah, he's a heavyweight guy.
I'm gonna
Stand
stick.
up.
I'm gonna stick with my guns on this one And I'm going to keep pushing for Rusev to win another one.
Yeah, I think so too. Do we have Alana? Is Lana here?
Yeah.
Okay. The ravishing Russian says, "Shut up."
Who's the president?
Vladimir Putin.
Say it.
Vladimir.
Vladimir Putin.
It's not pooping. It's Putin. Putin.
Vladimir Putin. Vladimir
Pizza?
No. All right. So then last match, and this was the big main event: Reigns and Bryan.
Yeah.
Did you like that match?
No.
Not at all.
The ending was pretty good.
Then it wasn't good.
Oh, we've got dissension in the ranks.
In my opinion, Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns is not a main event.
No.
Really?
No.
Okay. What would you have rather seen on the card?
Dean Ambrose
Yep.
versus Seth Rollins, or Seth Rollins versus
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just upset your boy Rollins wasn't in the final match.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
That's fair.
digging Seth Rollins. I like his new attitude.
I can't wait to see him cash in that Money in the Bank.
You sold me on J&J Security. Now I'm a fan.
I love J&J. Do they have a shirt yet?
You just got to dress up in a suit when you're done.
I want to see if they
Put a
have
little earpiece in your ear.
I might have to do
We'll
that.
call you Jamie Noble.
Mercury Noble. J&J
Mercury.
Security. Speaking of that, your boy Seth Rollins, if you're a big fan of him, have you seen that he's got the feud now going with Jon Stewart from The Daily Show?
Yeah, that was entertaining. That was good.
I loved Jon Stewart's response when he references J&J Security. It was great. All right, let me see if there's a J&J Security shirt.
The Miz TV.
Ms. TV.
Why is he staring at me like that? Make him stop.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't see. Doesn't look like there's merch yet. Hopefully by Mania.
Paradise.
All right, so Fastlane. That sets us up for what? What are we looking at for WrestleMania? We got Cena Rusev. We're going to have Brock versus Reigns. Triple H and Sting. Those are the three we probably know about, right?
And The Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt.
That's right. So obviously, I think we've got the heavyweight title as the main event, right?
Yeah.
And for the record, the rest of the Wyatt family is suddenly out of the picture.
Totally.
Yeah, we're talking about Harper and Rowan.
Well,
They've not been on television.
Rowan was in the opening match at Fastlane.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 6-man match.
Yeah. That's right.
He's still in that
That's right.
coalition of
Perhaps they'll be in the
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal too.
And you predicted that they would bring that back, and they did.
Did they? I hadn't seen that yet.
They
They-
brought that back?
That's coming back.
Oh, awesome. I guess I know it.
Adam Rose, Big E, Big Show, Bo Dallas.
All those random people.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bo Dallas.
All you gotta do is believe.
Nice. So they did bring. I'm really excited they brought that back, and I think they need to fill everybody in, right?
Guess who else is going to be in it? Curtis Axel.
Axelmania.
Axelmania.
Nice.
Still officially in the Royal Rumble match as we speak.
Records being set as we
Record
speak.
is being set.
So Andre the Giant. I'm excited about that. Yeah, that's gonna open the show, right?
The Ascension. Sin Cara.
They're all
Sheamus.
Matadors.
Kane. Matadors does not confirmed yet. Zack Ryder. Kofi Kingston.
So the rest of the New Day going to be in it?
New Day. New Day. Says Big E. Xavier Woods. Kofi Kingston.
What about Ms. Mizdow? Are they gonna have some kind of match at Mania?
Damian Mizdow looks like he's in the Battle Royal.
Battle Royal. Okay. All right, so and then you get thrown a Divas match, and you probably almost have a card, right?
Lost Matadors on the list.
Nice.
Fandango. Fandango.
So that's about everybody then. What about the Ryback, Ziggler, those three guys? Do they have a match? Are they in there?
It's looking like right now, penciled in, they have Bad News Barrett. Let's hear it.
Bad News Barrett?
Yeah.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Versus Dean Ambrose.
Okay, for the title.
Versus Daniel Bryan.
What?
Versus Dolph Ziggler.
A 4-way deal for the IC title?
Versus our boy,
R-Truth.
R-Truth.
Oh.
R-Truth officially going to WrestleMania.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's
What's
up?
up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
But you could get with that. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
All right, this show has a lot of us blowing our own horn, but is there any coincidence that on one of our last shows we started pushing R-Truth, and now all of a sudden he starts popping up on TV? He's in an IC title match at Mania.
Someone's
Yeah, we've got a lot of credibility since he broke the WrestleMania 33 story. Now this.
We must be the #1 wrestling podcast in this vicinity.
Absolutely. Millions of listeners. Thank you all for tuning in and listening to us.
So that's a pretty full card, right? You got a 5-way IC title thing, the Divas, Taker, Bray, Triple H, Sting, Andre the Giant, Brock Reigns main event. Where does Rollins fit in? Is he going to have a match, or is he just going to pop up and cash?
We are potentially looking at the Viper, Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins.
It's going to be a full card. I don't know. We'll do a show before then and do our predictions, right?
Yes, definitely. We will do another show specifically on our predictions for WrestleMania 31,
Nice.
which is 4 weeks away.
All right.
Do you got the divas?
Yeah, we already had the Divas listed.
What's up?
Good deal. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited for Mania. We have a house show coming up before then too, so hopefully we'll get some reports from that and we'll know a little more what's going on.
All right. Speaking of house shows, I want to bring about a little segment that I would like to call the WCW Nitro Rewind. Did you know the first Nitro was filmed here in Minneapolis
At the Mall of America.
at the Mall of America?
And that was the appearance of Lex Luger, right?
That's right.
When he
Lex
crossed over.
Luger saved the day. The Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, faced off against Ray Traylor. You know who that is?
Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man. That's right. In the center of the mall.
Yeah, it was right. We were there a few weeks ago, and we pointed out there was a air hockey table set up there. I think they had some kind of tournament in that rotunda that day, and I love the old footage when you see that. And they have the great train store was right behind where the ring was, and you could see that. And Luger came out of, I think, where Nickelodeon Universe is now. I think that was like their staging area back there.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, just a little tidbit from the WCW Nitro days. We'll have a little bit of that each and every episode here at the Wrestlinks Review.
Hey, one other thing about the mall, since you brought it up, the mall and wrestling. Did you know that when the mall opened, Hulk Hogan had a restaurant at the Mall of America?
Hulkamania at the Mall of America makes sense.
You know what the restaurant was called? Hulk Hogan's Pasta Mania.
Maybe that aligns with
pasta.
the infamous spaghetti photo where he's pushing the spaghetti.
I don't know that one.
You've never seen that?
No.
Just pull it up. Hulk Hogan spaghetti.
I bet you that's exactly what it is,
You've
man.
seen it.
No, I don't think I have. I'll take a look, though. Hulk Hogan spaghetti, that's all I have to search.
Well, once again this month, Mike the Hammer has a book review for us. He took some time out to read The Rise and Fall of ECW.
That is correct. I did read that. As far as whether I'd recommend this, I think if you liked ECW, I didn't watch it. I wasn't familiar with it. I've seen little bits and pieces of it on the network since the network came out a year ago. Happy birthday to the network. I think if you were really involved then, you'd probably really enjoy this book. But for me, it was sort of just a history lesson. I got to see a lot of the people that came in and out of the ECW. There's a lot of stuff about Paul Heyman in here. Not a great book by any means. There are huge paragraphs where it's just on this night these were the matches, and it doesn't really talk about it. It just lists the guys that were involved. It kind of gives you the history of the titles and what they did with them. But it was, I don't know, if you liked ECW, I think you'd really enjoy it. It wasn't a page turner for me.
Well, yeah, I see you've pulled up the Hulk Hogan spaghetti incident.
Yeah, that's it. That must be, yeah.
You've seen that photo before, haven't you?
I don't think I have, but that is, because I do see it's Hulk Hogan's Pastamania. Oh,
Yeah, it says Pastamania on his shirt.
Interesting.
I looked it up too.
we'll have to, I'll have to research some more.
So the rise and fall of ECW, there was no backstage dirt or drama, just straight facts.
Not really. There was a bit where they talked about the financing and some of the problems as it was falling apart. I did find it interesting that they had an agreement. Paul Heyman was running the place, and he sort of had an agreement with Vince where they would share talent. And I think it was probably during the time when the WCW was doing really well, and Heyman didn't want to lose people to the WCW, but he knew he was going to lose them to one of the big federations. So I think he kind of steered people towards Vince, and then Vince would actually in turn share talent back with him on occasion.
Yes.
So they had a pretty good relationship at the time, and obviously I'm sure that probably helped them set up where they're at now and where he's back with where Heyman's with the WWE.
That's right. There were a couple of ECW invasions on the WWE, WWF.
Yeah. It was, I'm amazed they did what they did. Some of the backstage stuff, and they had no money, and they tried to get a TV deal, and everything it seemed like was built on a house of cards and just kind of held together by Heyman, and it was amazing that they lasted as long as they did and did what they did. But I don't think you'll ever see crowds like that anywhere else. Philadelphia is a unique place too.
All right. How many stars?
Boy, I don't know. What's our scale? Did we do one last time with the? I don't even remember what book I read last time. The Hogan book, I think. Out of 3 falls, I'll give it 1 fall.
Sweet. 1 fall out of 3, kicked out already.
Yeah. The other thing I did, along with reading, I also like to watch a lot of the network, and I checked out Beyond the Ring on Bobby Heenan since our last show. That I have to give 3 falls. It was incredible.
I love Bobby the Brain Heenan.
He's the best of all time. The boys and I watched a countdown too of the top managers, and everybody on there always, Heenan is the guy. He's the first guy they put in their top 5.
That's right, Heenan family.
But in the if you like that, you got to check this Beyond the Ring out, because there was some stuff in there that I had no idea about. In 1975 in Chicago, Heenan was actually shot at by people in the crowd because he got them so worked up. And Heenan didn't get hit, but 5 other people were wounded by gunfire at this wrestling match.
That's funny that it's in Chicago.
Yeah, he got him so worked up. The Weasel suit, I remember that from when I was a kid in the WWE, and that actually started in the AWA here in Minneapolis. He was in a match, and I thought it was actually Ricky Steamboat, but it ended up being Greg Gagne that he was wrestling, and that was him in the Weasel suit. And some of the stuff he did when he's in the WWE, it was the same sort of routine where he's chasing his tail in the Weasel suit. He's passed out in the sleeper hold and he wakes up in the Weasel suit. I looked at, one of the other high points, they pointed out that he managed 3 of the matches at WrestleMania 3. He had it was the WrestleMania where they had those carts driving him out from the back. I think it was like in the Silverdome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And there were like 3 different matches he had to ride out there, and obviously the capper was him and Andre in the cart, where it was Andre Hogan. And on the way back, they're getting just pelted with garbage. People are throwing beer cans at him and paper, and people just bombing them. I wasn't a WCW guy, but he went to WCW in '93. I didn't know that. I haven't seen much of him. You don't see him around. And at the end of the show, they were talking about how he had throat cancer, and he's still alive, but I don't think he's doing terribly well.
Yeah, he is physically disfigured, so it makes it kind of tough.
But in the interviews, I mean, I've always loved Bobby Heenan. I got a Bobby Heenan shirt upstairs. Everybody that they talk to talks about how he was the best manager ever.
Definitely a legend. Speaking of legends, there's been very little mention or notice of the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, since the announcement?
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
We need to pay our respects and our dues and talk about some of our favorite matches,
Well,
including George the Animal Steel.
those were good matches. He had George was always after Elizabeth, and Macho Man had to defend her from George the Animal Steel.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Their match at WrestleMania 3 is widely regarded as one of the best matches ever.
The Mega Powers.
That I remember staying up late a lot of Saturday nights for that as it played out on Saturday night's main event.
That's right. Always stay up late.
If you weren't getting Saturday Night Live, you're getting wrestling. It was perfect.
Macho Man definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
I hope that Hogan does him well and they have some nice highlights and clips of some of the great times that we all remember.
He'll be the last guy inducted, right? He'll be the capper for the show.
I'm not sure how they run that down. I always get bored and turn it off. So
He'll be the last guy, I'm sure. He'll have to be. He's got to be the biggest name. There's nobody else they could put in this year that would be bigger.
Recently announced the Bushwhackers,
Luke and Butch,
formerly known as
the Sheep Herders.
the Sheep Herders.
Yeah, I don't know. They I think they were some of the early hardcore guys before they entered the WWE.
They were extreme before there was extreme.
I enjoyed them in the WWE. They were always entertaining, but they were definitely the comic relief. They were never a serious competitor. Never had the belts.
Yeah, not as cool as the Pink and Black Attack.
No.
Heart Foundation.
No. And one of the Bushwhackers, I don't remember if it was Luke or Butch, for quite a while had the record for the shortest stint in the Royal Rumble.
That's right. I do remember that.
Wow.
Good little tidbit.
Schwarzenegger's going in. That's a pretty big one, too.
That'll be cool to see him. I don't make any sense of it, but yeah, he's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's because it's in California.
Total Recall.
Yeah, it's because it's in California.
Makes sense.
Looking forward, who's getting it next year? It's going to be in Texas. We're finally going to get to see the Freebirds.
The Freebirds.
That'll be good.
Michael
Texas Stadium.
Hayes.
Yeah. I like to see that. I watch all the old Legends of Wrestling shows on the network, and whoever's hosting, usually Mean Gene, they always kind of tease him a little bit that he's not in the Hall of Fame yet.
Another new Hall of Famer, Rikishi.
Yeah. The Usos will be inducting him, right?
Oh. Do you think he's going to show his butt
I hope so.
with a Rikishi butt splash?
Probably.
What do you think, little Dynamite? You like Rikishi?
Yeah.
You know he's the father of the Usos, right?
Yep.
Jimmy and Jay. When I say oh, y'all say ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh. They brought it back
E-I-E-I-O.
again. I gotta do it. A boo sha boo, a boo sha boo, a boo doo boo doo boo gee boo. When I say oh, y'all say oh.
Oos.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Love it.
Goose.
Sadly, they don't have the titles to wear to the Hall of Fame ceremony.
Will they retain or will they win back the titles at WrestleMania? I think so.
You think so?
Gotta give it to the good guys.
I don't know. They might. I like Tyson and Cesaro. I want to see them go on a long run. I hope Brock keeps the title too. All right.
Yes. Go.
You want to talk about Supercard?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get into Supercard.
Who wants to describe it?
You can describe the types.
I'll describe the types.
So let me start. It's an app, right? You can get this at the App Store, and it's a game for your mobile device where you collect virtual cards of WWE superstars. and they vary of how rare they are or common they are. And the more rare they are, the stronger they are.
Is this free or paid?
This is free, but it's one of those freemium games where you can pay to get better cards, more opportunities, that sort of thing.
Is this a game you're spending money on?
Me, I have not spent a dime on it.
You're playing the freebie, so it's exciting enough
Yeah,
to
I'm
play
just
the
playing-
freebie.
It's more fun with the freebies.
What about WWE Immortals? Have you
not.
downloaded that?
I was thinking about it, but no.
I think we're all still too tied up in Supercard to need anything else.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear a little bit about it. What are some pros and cons?
So what are the? One of you guys want to talk about the different types of rarities?
Yeah, I will. There's common, uncommon, rare, super rare, ultra rare, epic,
Legendary.
survivor.
So those are and the higher up you go, the stronger they are. You have the cards that are the wrestlers, and then you also have support cards. So like a steel chair or a garbage can
Or Bobby the Brain Heenan.
or a manager, that sort of thing. So you have those. There are different. Each card has 4 attributes: power, toughness, charisma,
Charisma.
and speed.
Yep.
Yes.
And each match, if you go and do an exhibition match, you have 4 cards. You pick your best 4 cards and you put them in, and you'll either have a singles match or a tag team match or a divas match. So you've got 4 cards, 3 male wrestlers, 1 diva, and you can either have a singles or a tag team. And it's basically your card scores added up versus the other guy's card scores added up in different categories.
You have 5. You have 5 slots.
In an exhibition, you have 5.
Yeah.
Okay, 5. So
Yeah,
4
you have
dudes and
5.
4 dudes and a diva.
It sounds like Pokemon for wrestling fans. Am I right?
It is.
It is.
Yep.
So if you're a Pokemon fan, you're a wrestling fan, try WWE Super Cards.
Yep. And you power the cards up. You basically feed cards to other cards to increase their scores.
You should do rare and up with powering.
Yeah.
So you, for example, you pick a Randy Orton, and you could stack a chair card on him.
Yeah,
and he has
well,
a chair.
Yep. When you start a match, you pick your guy, and then you can pick a support card like a manager or a chair or a garbage can or, yeah.
Steel steps,
I have not come across steps yet.
Spanish announce table.
No,
What?
not yet.
Not yet.
But yeah, it's yeah, and they'll pick it'll either be 1 or 2 of the attributes on the card that will be the key for that matchup, so you can kind of pick your guy based on.
And sometimes
Which they
there's
pick.
like people on the card.
Kendo stick.
I have not seen a
No.
kendo stick yet.
Is there a Lethal Weapon Steve Blackman card?
Not that I've seen.
What?
No, it's there's a Bolieve.
Yeah.
There's I'm trying to think. There are some old guys. There's Andre and Macho Man and Hogan. You've got the new guys: Bolieve, Tyson Kidd, Cesaro,
Adam Rose.
Adam Rose.
Is there a Bam Bam Bigelow card?
Not that I've seen, but they'll run different little games. Like this weekend, they're running a Road to Glory, and basically you have a series of matches and you accrue points for wins. And each level you get a different card, and one of those cards this weekend is a Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Are there factions? Are there tag team matches?
There are tag team matches, but they're not. You can pair up anybody. Certain guys fit together better than others. So if you have 2 guys that match up, they get more points for their card. If they don't match up well, they lose points.
And there's this thing on the bottom, so sometimes you get points.
Yeah, there's they have like special moves.
Yeah.
So like you can get the mud hole stomp on a Stone Cold Steve Austin, and kind of randomly sometimes you'll get that bonus added to your point total.
So what keeps you playing? Do you play versus each other or versus others online? Is there a championship belt? Is there a tournament? What keeps you in the game?
You are playing against other people, not real time. You're playing against their decks, and it keeps your record. But basically, you're playing for new, more, better cards.
Yeah.
So they reward you
And I
with
can, and I
cards.
can verse
Yeah.
Henry.
Yep.
I mean, Little Dynamite or Mike the Hammer.
Yeah. So basically, if you win an exhibition match, you get 2 cards. They'll lay out a grid, and you just pick 2 cards at random, and they can be various levels of quality.
But in Road to Glory, if you win, you get 6 cards.
And then if you lose, you get 3 cards. In exhibition, you get 1 card if you lose.
Yeah. So you get cards, and then you can use those to power up or play against other people.
Interesting.
And they do keep stats. So like this weekend's Road to Glory. Last weekend they had a People's Champion. So you pick one of 2 people, and last weekend it was Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns. You pick yours. Every win you get counts towards that guy. Whichever of those guys gets more wins from everybody that's playing the game across the globe, that determines what people get for their rewards that weekend. And let me just say that so far, it's pretty telling. You can tell who's popular, who's not, based on who wins. And Daniel Bryan had way more wins than Roman Reigns. He was ahead within the first couple hours of the game starting out, and he never fell behind.
Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan.
Yes.
And when you go to rewards for that, you look at your rank, and your rank shows what card you would get, depending on who wins.
Yeah.
But in the Road to Glory, there's a 1, a 3, and a 5.
Yeah, your personal points. That
Yeah,
varies.
there's a 1,
Yeah.
and a 3, and a 5.
And you get points to that
Personal
guy.
points.
Well, there you have it. A little preview of WWE Supercards.
There's King of the Ring.
We're not done with it yet, apparently.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Wrestlinks Review. We shall return in 4 weeks for our predictions and our... What else, guys? Let's have it.
We'll definitely talk about what our predictions are going to be. I think I'm ahead this year.
Oh, it's a challenge now.
I'll let you know if I get out of the contract, though.
Will there be a WrestleMania party?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You coming over?
Yes.
And there's a fusion chamber.
You're bringing up all the stuff that we haven't gone through.
We could record live as we're watching Mania.
Well, special thanks to the round table with little Dynamite and Stink. This is Flyin Ryan with Mike the Hammer.
Fart.
This is the Wrestlinks Review.
Can someone please get my lawyer on the phone?